Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth. I need to hurry up because the sun is about to go down. Okay. Well, it's about to get, the sun's already down, it's about to get dark. Okay, so this is according to Radar Online. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Miami restaurant sued for eviction. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter Thomas, Miami restaurant Bar One, is being sued for eviction, RadarOnline.com has learned. Cynthia said, "What I got to do with this? Why y'all got my name in the headlines?" Okay? According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Bar One Miami Beach, which Peter has run since 2019, was hit with a lawsuit by Bentley Bay Retail LLC. In the complaint, Bentley Bay Retail said it is the landlord of the property where Bar One is located. Per the filing, the company said it entered into a commercial lease agreement with Thomas in 2018. The company said Thomas was previously sued for eviction over unpaid payments. However, the parties worked out a deal in 2020 where Bailey's ex-husband agreed to pay any outstanding debts. A copy of the settlement shows Bar One agreed to pay $270,000 to resolve all issues. Per the settlement, Bentley Bay Retail said Thomas Company agreed if any checks were returned for efficient funds, the deal would be void and Bar One would have to leave. However, in the suit, the company said Thomas submitted various payments that were returned for insufficient funds. Here, listen to this: July 2022, August 2022, September 2022, October 2022, and March 2023. Girl, Bentley Bay Retail said Thomas owes them a total of $422,000 in rent, outstanding costs, utility charges, and sale taxes. Girl, this is not the first time we heard about Peter. Girl, writing hot checks. Remember, girl, he got arrested at Miami International Airport over some checks. Was it? Oh, remember Peter got arrested at the airport in Miami? Was this the reason? Were those the checks that were bouncing all around from girl South Beach to girl Brickell to girl Little Havana? Girl. The suit said Thomas was notified in October 2022 that he was in default. This new lawsuit was filed the same month. However, the company said the case was delayed after Thomas began negotiation talks. The company said the negotiations were unsuccessful and now it wants Bar One out of the location immediately. In 2022, Peter announced he was opening a new upscale club called One Society and planned to spend $3 million on the... Girl, I'm not reading out. Girl, I put the... Girl, girl, Peter. Girl, y'all... Let me say something. I don't care how many clubs, bars, lounges that you are able to open. That does not mean that you are a great businessman. I'm not saying that Peter is not a great businessman, but I don't think, like, girl, y'all don't think it's a coinkydink, girl, that every time we look up, girl, something that has to do with Peter and his businesses, girl, it always goes up into flames. Ever since Peter Thomas, and y'all know I love Peter Thomas. For the people who don't know, girl, girl, I go up for Peter. Girl. But, girl, we have to be objective, girl. The truth of the matter is, ever since Peter was introduced to us on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't think that Peter has ever done something business-wise that has just stuck. Has he? Every time I look up, there's something going on with Peter and his businesses. And then Dr. Wendy had herself down there to the Potomac talking about, girl, going into business with this man. Girl, if you don't sit down, honey. What is Peter gonna do? Peter Pumpkin Eater had a girl had a business but couldn't keep her. Girl, my goodness. Peter gonna have to figure something out. What is Peter doing, y'all? What is Peter doing? I don't know. Is my mic on? Okay. I don't know. What is Peter doing? Girl, what is you doing with your money? Why are you not paying your bills? Girl, listen. We done all wrote a check before. But girl, we ain't around here writing no checks that total to no $422,000. Yes! Girl, when we write a check, you know, I live in a real world, girl. When we write a check for $200 to pay the light bill. It's a Wednesday, and you know that you get paid on Friday, and sometimes your check hit at midnight, so you know. And you figure out and you've been with your bank for some years now, so you know how your bank works. So you know that if I write this check on Wednesday, come on for writing checks, girl. If I write this check on Wednesday, then I know that, girl, by the time tomorrow, girl, the check not gonna clear, cause I've been with my bank for about 7 years now, and I know how this go. And I know, girl, I'm gonna be good, right? But girl, we ain't out here writing checks that total over $422,000. Girl, we just trying to make sure the lights stay on. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we just trying to make sure we got a couple of groceries in the house. Girl, we go to the grocery store, write a check, get you a little cash back. See, that's old school. So, see, some of y'all don't know how this works, girl. See, I live in a real world, girl. Girl, this is old school, old school, old school. Like when the girls used to go to the, I don't write checks. I don't do checks, none of that, girl. But I'm just saying, girl, I know. Girl, I ain't too far removed, okay? You know, the girls go to the store, you write a check. And then you also write the check over. You know, some grocery stores, I don't know if they still do it, but back in the day, you could write a check. And if you went to the grocery store, you could buy some groceries and then write the check for whatever they say. You could write it over so you can get cash back. See, that's old school. So you write the check over. If they say you could write the check over $50, so if your total is $200, you write the check for $250. They give you $50 back in cash. A lot. Because at that point, they owe you money. I don't know if all grocery stores still do that. I know back in the day they used to. So, girl, you know, but you also know you about to get paid in a day or two. And if God is on your side, you know your check gonna hit at 12:01 a.m. Then you in the clear. But I don't know what. I don't know if Peter was writing checks and his check. I don't know if Peter was out here writing checks and his checks wasn't clearing. I don't know what was going on in Peter's case. Peter, that ain't something you want to play with. You over here writing checks for $40,000. Talking about, girl, my check gonna hit on Friday. Oh, wait. All right, y'all. All right, listen to this. All right. So, Gilbert Arenas believes the LGBTQ community is the most unfair group of people on the planet. So, former NBA player Gilbert Arenas recently had an interview with Vlad TV and shared his thoughts on the LGBTQ plus community and said he feels like it's the most unfair group of people. During the conversation, Arenas said, LGBTQ, I feel like it's the most unfair group of the most unfair group walking on the planet right now. They have a playbook that they are only playing by, and they can only see. Nobody else gets to see this playbook, but we're judged by everything that's in this playbook. Arenas went on to say how he feels there's no discussions happening in the world that to what terms are appropriate to use. There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate and what's not. We only find out after we F up, and that's unfair. That's effing unfair. You can't do that. He went on to give an example of what he was talking about, just words and phrases like he, she, and they. We don't effing know. How do we know? You're making it up as you go, and it's not like there's a dictionary with updates. First of all, it is. Let's just hear him say what he had to say.
The LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group walking the planet right now. How so? They have a playbook that only they are playing by, that they can only see. No one else gets to see this playbook, but we're being judged by everything that's in this playbook, but we don't know it. So it's like there's no open dialogue, right? There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate, what's not. We only find out after we fuck up. That's unfair, right? That's fucking unfair. You can't do that. You can't. How do I know something's wrong until you give me an example of what you're talking about? The LG, just words, phrases like he, she, it, they. Wait, we don't fucking. How do we know? You're making it up as you go. And we don't, it's not like, that's what I said, it's not like there's this fucking dictionary of updates and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, oh, I can't say, oh, I can't, they took this out, right? They added this in. We're just learning, oh yeah, right? And that's really unfair that you can cancel somebody on a playbook that only you have.
First of all, let me just say this. I think that there are some people out there that are a part of the LGBTQ community who don't have a tolerance, and they could come across as unfair because sometimes if you don't know, you don't know. Like, I don't know that your pronouns are they, them, their. So if I don't know, then you should not get mad at me over something that I don't know. So if I refer to you as he or she, and come to find out your pronouns are they, them, or their, then you shouldn't hold me accountable for something that I don't know. And I believe there are some people out there who would probably still get mad over something that you don't know. But I think what he said was a bunch of bullshit, because the truth of the matter is, while there may be a handful of people out there within the LGBTQIA plus community who may get upset at you, you're giving opportunities most of the time to correct whatever needs to be corrected. So for example, if you see T.S. Madison, you can look at T.S. Madison and see that she presents herself as a woman. Regardless if you think that she's a woman or not, that's not what the argument is about. The argument is you can see that she presents herself as a woman. So you know for a fact that if you saw someone who looks like a woman, 10 times out of 10, you would refer to that person as she, her, woman. You don't ever see a woman and call her something outside of that, right? Now, if T.S. Madison said, actually, my pronouns are they or them, then that's where you could say, oh, but the point is, y'all don't care, because y'all are still going to be disrespectful anyways. So even if T.S. Madison said, hey, my pronouns are her, she, you're going to say, oh, girl, you a man. Like, I think that Gilbert is not being honest, and the people that are saying that Gilbert is telling the truth, y'all are not being honest. Y'all are disrespectful. Even when they post Zaya Wade, there are grown-ass men and women in the comments section, even though you know that Zaya has said that her pronouns are she, her, she wants to be referred to as a girl, you still call her a little boy. So stop it with the, oh, we just don't know. I don't know whose pronouns are they and them. We don't know anyone's pronouns, honestly. However, the truth is, if you see a man, you're going to automatically just assume that it's a he, him. So you're probably going to refer to that person as a he, him. Just as if you saw a woman, you're probably going to say she, her. But when you know it's a trans woman, then that's when the disrespect comes in. And now at this point, you're not even going to refer to them as a she, her. You're going to refer to them as that's a nigga, that's a man, that's a he. I'm not going to call you no woman because that's disrespectful to my womanhood. So y'all not telling the truth. Because whenever y'all do find out what the T is, or whenever you find out what people want to be called, you still don't do it. You still don't do it. You still don't do it. Again, I can understand how it could be a little, you could be taken aback because you don't know someone's pronouns. Because even with me looking like a big ass black man, I could tell you actually my pronouns are not he or him. My pronouns are they or there. But even with me correcting you and telling you what my pronouns are, you're still going to be disrespectful and call me what you want to call me. So I think that for those people who may just not give a damn and automatically want to chop your head off, they're probably like that because they've been disrespected so much that when the next person comes up, it's off with their head. You see what I'm saying? And even if I told you what my pronouns are, you're not going to try and correct yourself. You're just going to go by what you think you know. Y'all act like he, she, her, him, they, them, there are just words that just were invented the other day. I hate when y'all try and act like people don't use they as singular. Girl, you know how many times I've been in a break room and I've heard people having a conversation and they don't want to say who they're talking about and they refer to the person as they? Girl, so while I'm downstairs, right? Girl, why this person walk up to me, girl? They talking crazy. Girl, they all over the place. Singular. But all of a sudden, y'all start acting slow, stupid, dumb, and grandma said something. Not y'all. The people start acting crazy as if they don't know. And a lot of times people know. Sometimes some of you just don't care. Even upon correction, you still don't care about being corrected. You're still going to call people what you want to call them. And that's just the truth. So Gilbert can get his black ass down to Vlad TV and talk about, oh, the most unfair group is LGBTQ, oh, blah, 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 blah. Girl, when you know, y'all still don't care. Just like when you know how many people I see using the talking point when as it refers to Zaya Wade. Oh my God, how he gonna know what he wanna be? He needs to wait till he's 18 to decide something like that. As if y'all still don't disrespect the trans women that are over the age of 18. Y'all still disrespect Hope Giselle. Y'all still disrespect T.S. Madison. Y'all still disrespect Laverne Cox. Y'all still disrespect Janet Mock. These are grown-ass women over the age of 18. So even if Zaya waited until over the age of 18 to let you know that my pronouns are she, her, and I want to transition fully into a woman, y'all are still going to be disrespectful. Stop acting like Zaya not being 18 is why you won't call her the pronouns that she wants to be called. And why does she just wait to 18 to make a decision like that? Because even the ones over 18, y'all still say they're mentally ill. Y'all still say they crazy as fuck. Y'all just want to have any reason and excuse to be disrespectful. And then when somebody checks and clocks your ass, then all of a sudden, oh, the LGBTQ, they're unfair. They want to cancel people. But you still want to continue to be disrespectful and sit in ignorance. Anyways, that's all I had to fucking say. Hey! All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to you later. And it's starting to get hot as hell in this car, too. I was getting worked up a little bit. All right, bye, y'all. Shit. I gotta get some gas. I just don't like when y'all try to act like, not y'all, but I hate when people try and act like if you did know, then you would change how you address people. Because that's not the truth. Regardless if you're held accountable or if somebody wants to chop you off at the knees for being disrespectful first, or if you don't know, it doesn't matter because guess what? When you do know, you're still disrespectful. Even when T.S. Madison or the other girls and boys, trans men, whomever, say, refer to me as this, you still refer to them as what you want to refer to them as. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you're still going to find a way to be disrespectful. And that's just what it comes down to. So even if it's your first interaction with someone and you don't know, it doesn't matter because even if you did know, you still going to be disrespectful. And you're still going to refer to this person as something that they're telling you that they're not. And don't play in my face and act like what I'm saying is not the truth. Y'all still going to say trans women are men. Y'all still going to say trans men are women. Y'all still going to disrespect Zaya Wade and call her a little boy, even though you know what you know. Even though they're telling you this is what my pronouns are, even when you see Zaya, regardless of what you think, Zaya presents herself to the world as a little girl. T.S. Madison and all the other trans women, they present themselves, the ones I named earlier, present themselves to the world as women. And you still are going to call them men.